Picture this living city, full of history, waves, street gone. This is in diving into the story, what caused and what can we learn as we uncover the truth. Let's set the stage. Coastal cities have always faced risks from the threat. Climate change is the National Ocean estimates global sea levels are rising at about 3.7 millimeters. Playing cities, one city feeling this pressure is Jakarta, Indonesia. It's also sinking fast. Nearly 10 in that with rising seas, but Jakarta isn't alone. Cities like Miami will focus on Jakarta to understand what's happening and why. Jakarta's story starts, teen rivers flow through it. History also makes it vulnerable. The ground add human activity, biggest culprit, over-extraction of groundwater. Demand, people drilled wells into underground aquifers. Water, faster than it can replenish, compacts the soil. Subsidence sunk over the 1970s. That's more than 13 feet. Now pair this higher. The sea levels could rise by up to 1 meter by 2100. In 2007, faced 400,000 people. By 2020, floods were hit. The government has tried to fight back. Seawalls have been built. Relentless. In 2019, move the capital. By 2024, Indonesia miles away in Borneo. Billion-dollar locating millions of people in infrastructure. Parts of Jakarta are still expected, so why should we care about Jakarta sinking? Of losing their homes. Entire community living room, not once, but every day. Schools are flooding. The economic toll is Indonesia's gross domestic product. If the city goes under, the ripple effect, it's not the only city at risk. The World Bank estimates 570 coastal cities could face similar flooding by 2050. That's 800 ahead of the curve. Third, it exposes systemic issues. Over-reliance on groundwater reflects poor urban planning. Weak regulations allowed unchecked well drilling. Corruption and mismanagement slowed flood defenses. Climate change amplifies these failures. Carbon emissions from industrialized nations contribute to rising seas, yet places like Jakarta bear the brunt. It's a stark reminder of environmental injustice. Finally, it's about the future. If we don't act, more cities will follow Jakarta's path. Scientists warn that adaptation, seawalls, pumps, relocation, can only do so much. Reducing emissions is critical. So is sustainable water management. Jakarta's crisis shows what happens when we ignore the warning signs. Jakarta's story is a wake-up call. A city of millions is sinking, and the sea is rising to meet it. Groundwater extraction, poor planning, and climate change created a perfect storm. The consequences are real: flooded homes, displaced families, and a capital on the move. But this isn't just about Jakarta. It's about every coastal city facing the same fate. What can we do? On a global level, cutting emissions is non-negotiable. Locally, smarter urban planning and water management are key. For Jakarta, the fight isn't over. Nusantara may be the new capital, but millions will stay behind. Their resilience and ingenuity will shape what comes next. Thanks for watching. If this story hit home, drop a comment below. Have you seen flooding where you live? What do you think we should do about rising seas? Hit that like button if you learned something new, and subscribe for more stories about our changing planet. See you in the next one.